episodes of From Awareness to Action, where we explore critical topics surrounding environmental sustainability. I'm your host, Sharifah Al-Habshi, and today we are taking a closer look at Malaysia's efforts to promote and maintain environmental sustainability. We explore the pressing problems affecting our planet's future in depth in every episode, bringing to light the interrelated problems that require our focus and coordinated action. We are introducing the intersection of our shared journey toward a more sustainable future with the Millennium Development Goal 2, MDG 2. Okay, now, the goal of MDG 2, which was created in the early 20s, was to achieve universal primary education by the year 2015. It was a historic worldwide campaign that emphasized the value of education as a basic human right. You may be asking yourself, though, how this relates to environmental sustainability. MDG2 emphasized that education is about empowerment and awareness, not merely memorizing facts and numbers. In terms of sustainability, education turns into an effective means of fostering environmental awareness. It's about educating people about the significance of protecting our planet for coming generations, their place in the greater ecosystem, and the consequences of their decisions. Our podcast aims to inspire and educate listeners to make informed decisions in their daily lives, serving as a catalyst for change rather than just a source of knowledge. We think that encouraging a sense of responsibility for the health of our world requires an awareness of the complexity of environmental sustainability. From the far-reaching consequences of climate change to the depletion of natural resources and the imperative for biodiversity conservation, From Awareness to Action examines the multifaceted aspects of environmental challenges. Our goal is to provide you with a comprehensive understanding of the issues at hand, offering insights into innovative solutions and sustainable practices that can pave the way for a greener future. Join us on this intellectual journey as we navigate the complex landscape of environmental sustainability through thought-provoking analysis, engaging discussions, and explorations of real-world examples. We aim to equip you with the knowledge and tools needed to contribute to a more sustainable world. Whether you are a seasoned environmental enthusiast or someone just starting their journey toward a greener lifestyle, From Awareness to Action promise to offer valuable perspective and practical insights. It's time to challenge preconceptions, question the status quo, and explore how each of us can play a role in building a more sustainable and resilient world. So, buckle up for a transformative experience with From Awareness to Action. Together, let's embark on a journey to understand, appreciate, and actively engage in the pursuit of environmental sustainability for the benefit of current and future generations. The choices we make today can shape a more harmonious coexistence with our planet. And From Awareness to Action is here to guide you on that meaningful journey. Segment 1, Overview of Malaysia's Environmental Landscape. Malaysia, a country known for its rich biodiversity and advanced economy, faces urgent environmental issues in the midst of its explosive growth. There are many obstacles to overcome, including deforestation, pollution of the air and water, and the threat of climate change. The widespread deforestation caused by agricultural practices, especially palm oil plantations, pose a threat to tropical rainforests, which are home to a variety of ecosystems. Pollution of the air and water, which affects human health and the ecosystem, is a result of industrialization. Malaysia also has to deal with the effects of climate change, as sensitive areas are affected by extreme weather events and increasing sea levels. In this context, Petronas, the state-owned oil and gas, offers an impressive case study. Petronas has made a concerted effort to adopt sustainable practices by cutting greenhouse gas emissions and investing in cleaner technologies. Additionally, the business supports forestry programs and works with conservation organizations in environmental conservation initiatives. Recognizing the significance of addressing environmental problems in the areas where it operates, Petronas place a high priority on community engagement. Adherence to environmental standards demonstrates its dedication to reducing unfavorable effects. This case study provides insights into Malaysia's continuous efforts to achieve sustainable growth by illuminating Petronas' complex balancing act between economic expansion and environmental sustainability. Moving on to the segment 2, conservation efforts. Despite its wealth of variety and various habitats, Malaysia confronts environmental difficulties that call for coordinated conservation efforts. This podcast examines the process of promoting environmental conservation from awareness building to concrete action, with special attention on Malaysian distinct environment and the noteworthy example of Petronas. An overview of the environmental landscape in Malaysia, the interaction between economic growth and the preservation of Malaysia's natural assets defines the country's environmental landscape. Threatened are the nation's tropical rainforests and the diverse range of species they support, as a result of deforestation mostly caused by agricultural growth. Industrial operations have an adverse effect on the environment and human health by adding to air and water pollution. The threat of climate change makes problems much worse by impacting valuable areas with extreme weather and increasing sea levels. Conservation projects to protect its natural heritage. In the face of these difficulties, Malaysia has put in place a number of conservation projects to store forests, conserve wildlife, and create protected areas demonstrate the nation's dedication to sustainable development. Strict environmental rules also seek to lessen the effects of industrial activity. As a significant participant in the energy industry, Petronas offers an engaging case study concerning environmental preservation. Petronas has taken steps to go from awareness to action after realizing insubstantial environmental impact. Moving on to the next segment, sustainable practices. Sustainable practices and environmental consciousness has increased significantly in Malaysia in recent years. Recycling, cutting down on plastic trash, and supporting sustainable agriculture are just a few of the eco-friendly behaviors that Malaysians have adopted. There is a growing dedication to promoting a more sustainable future, as seen by both contributing significant to the implications of this initiative. Malaysia is establishing itself as a regional leader in sustainable practices through the aggressive promotion of green technologies and renewable energy through government initiative and legislation. Malaysia's sustainability environment also heavily emphasizes circular economies. The shift to a circular economy places an emphasis on material reduction, reuse, and recycling in order to reduce waste and its negative effects on the environment. Policies that promote the recycling of goods from electronics to plastics help create a more resource-efficient and sustainable economy. Aside from that, deliberate measures are being taken to improve waste management procedures, such as building a strong recycling network and launching public awareness campaigns to cut down on single-use plastics. The noteworthy dedication of Malaysian state-owned oil and gas giant Petronas to sustainable development is a remarkable case study in this context. Petronas has become a major force in the nation's shift to environmentally friendly practices. To lessen its impact on the environment, the corporation has made large investments in cutting-edge technologies, embrace renewable energy sources, and integrate energy-efficient procedures into its daily operations. Petronas demonstrates a comprehensive approach to sustainability by actively participating in community-driven environmental activities, which extends beyond technology achievements. Petronas is helping to protect Malaysia's abundant biodiversity by funding reforestation initiatives and working with conservation groups. Green architecture and sustainable urban planning are essential elements of Malaysia's environmental sustainability agenda. Green areas, energy-efficient structures, and effective public transit systems are all being incorporated into cities in an effort to make them more environmentally friendly. These programs lessen the ecological impact of quickly expanding metropolitan areas while simultaneously improving urban life quality. All things considered, Malaysia's range of sustainable practices is a reflection of a complex commitment spanning from personal actions to national laws and business plans. Through the integration of indigenous wisdom, sustainable agriculture, renewable energy, circular economies, and green urban development, Malaysia is weaving a comprehensive story of environmental sustainability that will encourage resilience and positive change for future generations. The last segment is challenges and future outlook. Malaysia has made remarkable strides toward environmental sustainability, yet there are still enduring obstacles to overcome. The persistent threat of deforestation, which is fueled by the expansion of agriculture and the construction of infrastructure, is one of the major obstacles the country faces. This directly jeopardizes the nation's varied ecosystems, particularly its priceless tropical rainforests, which will reduce biodiversity and exacerbate climate change. Maintaining a balance between environmental preservation and economic growth is still a difficult task that calls for truly thought-out sustainable strategies. Malaysia's industry are important to the country's sustainability, and although there are encouraging instances, more widespread adoption of environmentally friendly practices is essential. Promoting corporate responsibility is crucial for reducing the ecological imprint of economic activity, especially in industry with significant environmental impact. The Petronas instance serves as an example of how sustainable practices may bring about good change in the energy sector and inspire others to follow example. Malaysia has achieved significant improvements in its policies that support green technology, renewable energy, and conservation activities at the governmental level. Long-term transformation requires sustained dedication to upholding environmental laws and encouraging cooperation between the public and private sectors. However, how well these policies are implemented and how hard all parties work together will determine how effective they are. Future prospects for Malaysia's environmental sustainability seem bright. There's been a discernible shift in the public's consciousness toward environmental issues. Citizens' involvement in sustainability projects points to a growing awareness of environmental responsibility, the government's commitment to green regulations, and companies' adoption of sustainable practices point to Malaysia becoming a more environmentally resilient country. It's so sad because this podcast has come to the end. My last message for you guys is your commitment to environmental sustainability is the catalyst for change. As we wrap up this episode of From Awareness to Action, we invite you to carry the torch of inspiration into your daily life, whether it's reducing your carbon footprint, supporting eco-friendly initiatives, or fostering awareness in your community. Each step propels us towards a more sustainable future. Join us in our ongoing exploration of stories that empower, actions that resonate, and a collective vision for a planet we proudly pass on to future generations. Until we meet again, keep the flame of change burning bright. Thank you for your dedication to turning awareness into impactful action.